Golden baths and sea shine freedom were the year preceding this, a world separating me from the corrosion of a withered soul. They told me that the quiet river runs deep, but back then there was no river, no quiet, no path, no course, and that was the end of it. And then the lull passed. If there is such a thing as the quiet before the storm, then that quiet was luminous bliss, shining bright in my ignorance. As the essence of reality solidified to end my inborn death, new, unwanted life interrupted, it being a black storm, black as the bliss was white. In an instant that was an eternity, the darkness had crept in through every facet of my imagination, polluting it like plague. The world imploded and settled in my skull, staying until there was a thought crater that left the scars of a warrior. It was darkness. Before the end of the tunnel, the luminous embodiment, the dim at the brink, is no less unreachable. The glow always tantalizing, not always feasible for the reaching, and yet the fingers still extend. It's like a moonlit path, defined not by the brightness of the light, but by the relevance of what we know to be, never indefinitely ascertainable. Am I called to walk, or am I walking only because there is an absence of a summons? The only certainty is the ache of time-melting movement. The deep river ran quietly, no one to converse with besides the person I knew to be trapped within, and he is shy. The dark light was darkened lightly by the lightness of the darkness that had once been the impenetrable thief, a robber of my mute musings as I consider why I am reluctant to take back what was snatched from me. A noble quest undertaken by this blind gazer, a path I have never encountered before, a path revealed by the nearness and the nearest of hope-givers, whose thoughts, though mere conjectures in the cups of the life-drinkers, mean I don't walk along a deserted path alone. Troubles, life's double thoughts, lowly mistakes, rectified by mouth spells cast on me, causing new life now and forever. A misty haze in which his words ring as the bell clangers clang and the noise-rearing trumpet dies. He tells me that my world time isn't meant to be a pit in which one knows nothing but the darkness. There will always be a journey, but it should be one to make me a joy miner. No matter how deep it takes me, I must go. A world devoid of the bread of delight is a world of starvation. With that he leaves, and the darkness ebbs away, only to return, I am sure. I feast on any light, the shadow-scorching sight, however scarce, as I walk free humility in the ebony cloaked truth. The blindness to my eyes and the feebleness to my touch, there is no ubiety. All I know is that darkness. I walk the quasi-existent path without the knowledge that there is any step to be taken. The unseen night beckons me to give in, to embrace and become enveloped in the darkness that could yet light my path or throw me into the death-daring dimension of solitude. Just when I fall back, he catches me, telling me to fight character consumers that pick at my brain wires and pluck at my heart feelers. I try to quarrel, but the quintessential questions hold me back. My battle is self-provoked and self-invigorated, with only the beating of my life drum as the fuel for the fight. And all at once I emerge. The path ends, the sun has shined brighter, but it is there. The dark thought retreats back into a part of the world merely biding its time. But for now, life is light, and the quest seems all too unimportant. The day breaks the dark screen. From then on, the deep river has run quietly. I hum my golden sights for all to feel. The feeling, though not apparent until the surface becomes unbroken.